flow.
Money on the flow.
I know, right?
So, y'all, the first black business for this week is Simone Seafood Station. It's at 936 Campbell Street. The phone number is 731-300-7040. Again, it's Simone Seafood Station at 936 Campbell Street, 731-300-7040. Also, I have my soror. Shout out to soror Lakeisha Nash. She is an online Facebook content creator. She has the paparazzi business, which is called Special Case Treasure and Treasure Box, and then she also has Keisha's Sweet Dreams. So she makes all types of sweets. She does infused popcorn. I think she does Hennessy popcorn. She does strawberry. She does all types of flavors of popcorn. She does any kind of dessert, cake, whatever you need her to bake. She can do it. If you go on her page, she has all the stuff that a lot of stuff that she can make on there. So, Sorora, shout out to Lakeisha Nash for Keisha's Sweet Dreams, Special Case Treasure. That is all we have for today. As what I said again, money on the floor, money on the floor.
Shout out to those black businesses and entrepreneurs. Well, what else we got going on?
What's going on around the town, Mick?
Oh my goodness, everybody! Look here, December the 14th, they have a soup and chili on Airways Boulevard, Jackson, Tennessee. You can go down there and get you some free soup or free chili. It'll be next to the Shell gas station. That's December the 14th, free soup and chili. We have a Christmas party by the King Riders, Wax Shack Birthday Bash. $10 donation, 8 till 2 a.m. on December 20th. 40 Westover Drive. That's 40 Westover Drive, Christmas party. And finally, I believe we got Bo Entertainment. I went to Bo's Christmas party. Did y'all go? Oh, it was great. It was great. I mean, we had a good time. But Bo is throwing the New Year's Eve bash Wednesday, December 31st. He will have a comedian, Wild Bill, and music by DJ Pat, 9 p.m. BYOB and BYOF. That means bring your own food for those who don't know what BYOF is. It'll be at the American Legion at 165 Perry Switch Road, Jackson, Tennessee. That's all I have for current events. What's that?
All right, y'all. At the HBC shout out. You did that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. Now we at the music segment.
No, I didn't do that one. I got the HBCU though.
Oh, you got it?
The HBCU shout out today will be for FAMU. Those rattlesnakes. FAMU, HBCU shout out of the week. They was founded in 1882, and we just want to do a shout out to them. Just a quick turn on there before we pass it on to the music. There was a shooting at Kentucky State University on the campus. 48-year-old man came on campus, brandished a weapon and started shooting, and he shot a 19-year-old who succumbed to their injuries. So we want to send prayers to their family. There was another 17-year-old that sustained some injuries, and that individual was in the hospital. There's no further details at the time, but we wanted to send a special shout out to Kentucky State University and the parents, students, staff, and the local agencies around there.
Yeah.
All right.
What you got for us? Can you? Last week they wanted a couple people didn't get the songs that you told them last week. So if you can remember that one that you specifically.
The one I mainly was talking about was J Mars Group. The song is Forever. J Mars Group. The song is Forever. J Mars Group. The same one.
J Mars Group.
That sing Knee Deep. Same one that sing Knee Deep.
You said needy? Needy, like a fraud? Needy. Okay, then. J Mars Group, everybody. Y'all want to check that out for the music? Y'all want to check it out?
So what you got for us this week?
Well, this week I've been bumping Mooney Walker.
Mooney
Walker.
I don't know if anybody knows Mooney Walker. Y'all know Mooney Walker out there?
He the same one to sing Lizzie-O. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, the song I got from him is A Reason. It's a pretty good song, man. Okay. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you mad at somebody, do not listen to this song, because you might show up at their house.
Why would you show up at their house if you mad?
Because he's talking about a reason to tear your ass out the frame.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
He let you know he cool and he mind his own business.
Right.
But if you mess up his peace, it ain't gonna be quiet.
It ain't gonna be. It won't be a pretty sight. You also, if you got some animal or some drama, don't listen to the song. Trina, you hear me, Trina?
Why y'all gonna leave my family alone there? She ain't bothering nobody.
I love me some Trina.
Hey,
I love me some Trina.
Hey, Kim.
I love me some Trina. Trina, I love you, girl. I love you. Like a sister.
So y'all, last week we were talking about dating great. We talked about how to meet people. We talked about places to meet people. We talked about some questions that you ask people when you meet them. So we were at the part of deal breakers and we ran out of time. So we're going to start there tonight on what are some deal breakers when you first meet somebody. What are some things that you absolutely will not tolerate?
What will you will not tolerate?
Your deal breaker. What is something that is absolutely something that you cannot, you won't talk to that person because of this reason, a deal breaker.
You know what? One of the deal breakers in my personal experience is I was dating a young lady some years back, and for some odd reason, she kept, I guess for the lack of a better term, comparing me to her previous relationship. And that really just touched a button that just really just chapped my hide. You know, you just like so and so. How am I just like so and so? I'm a grown ass man. I'm like me. You knew what you were dealing with when you got it, and I told you right off the jump. And I told you to be careful what you ask for because you just might get it.
And he meant that.
And I meant that.
He mean that.
I told her, I said, look here, I want a woman that knows when and when not to. I said when to talk and when not to talk. But I had to change that up a little bit in my current relationship. She a little bullheaded.
See my face? Y'all see my face? When to talk and when not to. Okay.
I was one.
You had to change it up.
Man, look here, I don't know what you're talking about. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Man, a deal breaker for me, man, is to be stood up the first night. You know what I'm saying?
Monroe, what's going on with you, Doc?
And I know you're talking about as far as when you on the date. But
now, just what's a deal breaker?
I mean, a deal.
Yeah, something.
Anybody hate to be stood up.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That means you don't get a second chance.
If we not gonna go together, and you say you gonna meet me there, and you don't show up, it ain't nothing else to talk about.
It ain't nothing else to talk about.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
Because if the shoe was on the other foot, would you even answer my call if I called you back? You know what I'm saying? But that's a deal breaker for me is not to show up. You know, I'd rather for a person to say, I don't want to go out than to stand me up. I can deal. One thing I learned in life, I can deal with a person being honest than deal with a person is going off of what they heard or what they thought they heard.
Or what they friends said they thought they saw.
You know what I'm saying? Because see, what you fail to realize, a lot of times people don't want to see you happy.
Right.
So if you're in a situation where you done met somebody and right at that moment when you speak about that person, the people that you're talking to see your reaction, they're going to automatically downplay that because they don't want to see you happy. And a lot of time, misery loves company. And a lot of times it ain't the fact that a person is miserable. They just don't want to see the next person do better.
They don't. You know or be happy. They don't want it. They miserable. They want to be miserable. They want you to be miserable right along with them so they can have somebody to talk to.
So my deal breaker, well, I got a lot of them, but my main one is you have to accept me and my child because I'm a package. I come, even though my son is 23, he's still my son. So I don't. If my son call me and tell me he need me, don't tell me I can't go. Don't tell me because that's my baby. Just like your babies is your babies, but you know you meet some men who they don't take care of their own, so they don't understand you taking care of yours. And yes, he's 23, but he's still my baby. He's gonna be my baby till he leave here. Hey, Sharonda, he gonna be my baby till he leave here. So that's one of my deal breakers. Then the other one is just lying, just starting out with lies. If I ask you a question, you can be honest with me up front, and let me make the decision of whether or not I want to move forward with this relationship. Don't, if I asked you something simple like, what's your plans for the future? Don't tell me what I want to hear.
Right.
Tell me
Right.
what your plans for the future is.
Right.
So that I can decide, because if you don't have any plans for the future, then that's a deal breaker for me.
Right.
Because we should always be setting goals. Even though we grown, even though we done had kids, we got houses, all of these things, but you need to set a goal every year. Something that not a New Year's resolution, a goal. A doable goal, a reasonable goal for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's nothing but I'm gonna lose 5 pounds, you can lose 5 pounds just by water weight. You know, you can just lose 5 pounds that way. So whatever your goals are, and if you don't have any goals, then that's a deal breaker for me, because we can't build together, because I'm gonna be wanting to do this and you gonna be wanting to stay where you at, and you can't stay stagnant and be with me.
Well, lies is, I say when you tell them a lie, that's a given there. That's a deal breaker for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no
Well,
reason
I don't know.
to lie.
Some people love lies. Some people they match your lies. You tell them a lie, they gonna tell you a lie, and everybody just lying.
Everybody just having a lie
Everybody just lie
fest.
fast. That's the
Lie fest 2025.
So I'm probably finna step on some toes right
Oh
now.
God.
you gonna step on the toe, y'all.
Oh,
I got
I'm
still
finna put
toe
it to
hooks
you
on.
like this. This is how I feel, and I don't give a damn who get mad.
Mm-hmm.
If we had a conversation before where you was talking about give you an option to
Yeah,
be the
give me an
side piece or
option to
whatever,
decide,
whatever.
yeah.
Right.
This is my thing. If you decide to be someone's side piece and you are willing to accept the fact
I know, right?
of that being that side piece, you can't get mad about things that you have no control over. And I'm finna break that down to you right now.
You got anybody out there that are side pieces?
This is what I'm
Just
saying.
fine.
It's always somebody who is somebody else's side piece, got something to say about somebody else's relationship, or got something to say about men or women. You know what I'm saying? And that gets up under my skin, because a lot of people that's hollering independent, a lot of people that's hollering I'm my own person, a lot of people that's saying I'm my own. You a side piece and you accept it. How can you give me information on my relationship or what I'm going through if you are a side piece yourself?
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying?
I get it.
And I'm feeling this because it's always the people that's a side piece that want to give you information about a relationship and ain't even in there themselves. They dealing with a married man or they dealing with a married woman and they want to tell you what you should do.
That goes back to being miserable.
You know what I'm saying?
Misery loves company.
My thing is, if you enjoy being a side piece, stay the hell out of real people way. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is,
Jesus said,
Hey, Nene.
and what I mean by that is, you can't give me information
Mike Larry.
on my relationship. You can't give me information
Mike Larry.
on being independent. Because if you so independent, why you a side piece? You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from. Because people have a tendency to want to throw in, well, I wouldn't take this and I wouldn't take that, and you the main somebody taking something from somebody else because you a side piece. Shut the hell up. I'm done.
Okay, y'all. Anybody says she probably been through it before she became a side piece. I'm sure. Let me just lighten
What
the
I'm
load.
saying
Let me just
is-
lighten it just a second. Well, you can't lighten being the other woman. I'm not even gonna call you the side. You can't lighten being the other woman, because once you find out that you are the other woman, it's a choice you make to continue to be that person. Different situations, but just don't fall for the lies, because a man gonna tell you what you want to hear.
Now, what I'm saying is, if you a side piece, man or woman, I'm just finna put it out there.
Oh God.
You can't even accept the standard because you're not standardized.
Oh wow.
You extra. You get the extra shit. You don't get the standard. People want to talk about, well, I want him to treat me right. This is my thing. if you my side piece and I make you my main woman, guess what? You finna be a side piece still, because this is my thing. If I cheated on my person with a side piece for you, what make you think I ain't gonna cheat on you with a side piece for them? I'm just saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you say you accept what come your way, make sure you can handle that. You feel what I'm saying? Because you can say, oh, I can handle that, but you can't handle that when you see this man or this woman out with a person. Or if they don't acknowledge you, I'm not. That's what I mean by standardized. In a standard situation, if I'm single and we kicking it, okay, yeah, you right. I suppose to acknowledge you if that's where we at. But if you a side piece and I got a woman and you got a man and I see y'all together, shut the hell up.
Kim said narcissist, and if you don't like animals, she don't like. That's a deal breaker for her, and it is for her.
Deal breaker.
That's definitely a deal breaker for Kim. If you don't like animals, you got to love the deer, the squirrels, the rats, and everybody. You got to like all that, because she gonna have. You might come home and have a pet a pet rat in your house. You don't never know. Man, she love them all. She feed the animals. They come up to her back door. Anybody said he shouldn't make her feel like she's number one. There's levels to both sides.
That's true. That is true. It is levels to both sides, but this is what you fail to realize. Most of the time, man or woman, if you're dealing with somebody, guess what? A lot of times when you're dealing with this person, you're going to do stuff with this person that you ain't doing at home because you want to keep this person, or you want this person to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, when you don't even know where your boundaries are, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people might be in second place, but because you do first place things to them, they feel like they first place, and then your original mate is in second.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because most of the time when you're dealing with somebody with a side piece, they gonna tell you what you want to hear. They ain't gonna tell you the truth, because at any given point, if I tell you the truth, you might not be my side piece no more. So why even take yourself through any of that when you can just have your number one, make her your number one, let her be your number one, and stay with your number one?
Right.
Well, see, you talk about side pieces and people staying in their lanes, right? When you out in the public and whatnot. But you have to fail to realize, if you dibbling and dabbling on your significant other, you playing the game. And there are different rules in the game than it is in actuality. You know, so those two rules have a conflict. So you playing by the rules with your significant other, but now you playing by the rules of the game with your side pieces. So yeah, you got to make them feel extra, because you want to keep that on the side, because you want to have that ice cream with your cake.
But see, you fail to realize, ice cream will melt.
Yeah, we ain't
you know what I'm saying? Ice cream melt. That cake, if you cook that motherfucker right, it gon' stay moist. You feel me?
Well, you look at the mindset of individuals. You know,
well, that's true.
Most men and quite a few women are not to that maturity level. So therefore, they're gonna play the game. They're gonna get out here and feel like, oh, I got to be out here, and I got to hoot and holler, and I got to dance and jump and shout and do all of this when you got something good at the house.
The thing is, you playing with hearts, whether it's the side piece or your main woman. The main thing is, you got your side piece over here thinking that she can come up with you. You got your main woman at home thinking she doing everything that you want her to do so that you can stay with her, but you got this other woman thinking that she can take this woman's place. So you playing with hearts, and matters of the heart will get you killed. That's what happened, because that side piece ain't gonna stay a side piece long. That's why with the main woman, she don't gotta do nothing. Sit back, relax. Because that side piece gonna get tired of being the side piece, baby. She coming up. She gonna do something to let you know your man ain't who he got you thinking he is. So you don't have to say a word. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to move.
And I feel you on it. And you got to look at this.
Yeah, because everybody
Man,
gets tired of playing second.
Let's keep it 100 right now. There's a reason why they make them goddamn Tubi movies. There's a reason why they make them joints.
Yeah.
They showing you that it is some real thug people out here like that. And if you get to playing with them, man, they will actually put some on you, man.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't know what goes on in individuals' mind,
Exactly.
what they've experienced,
Because
what they're going through. So.
You got to think about it, man. You got people sacrificing and making moves for you, and you playing with them, and you don't know what they putting in, or what effort, or what they had to go through to get you there. And then when they get you there, you take advantage of that. Man, that's a whole nother level of heartache, man. That's a whole, you know what I'm saying? That's something different, man.
Now I don't want it to be one-sided.
He don't reveal, God don't show you.
Yeah, I don't want to get one-sided now, everybody.
Right, yeah.
It's not just me. Because I've known quite a few female players out there in the game.
Oh, yeah.
They better than we is.
Oh, yeah.
They way better than we is.
The difference between the man and the woman when it comes to being a player is that a woman knows how to disguise it. A man, we fumble. We make mistakes all the time. We give ourselves away. We stutter when our main piece comes to us with some possible facts. We don't know how to be fluent.
Facts ain't no positive facts. When we come to you, we already know what's going on.
The positive facts. But women do not. Well, most women do not. What's the word I'm looking for? Trip.
They don't buckle.
Or tremble.
They don't buckle.
So it's on both sides, everybody. We don't want this to be like, it's all men, Right. We're not male bashing. We're not female bashing. We're just putting facts out there because both sides are playing the game.
So this is where I'm going with it. We was just trying to figure out what was some deal breakers. Now, I'm feeling like it's all I wanted to know was what the deal breakers are. So now that we have found out that my godmother says mental illness is real, and she laughing.
Yeah.
And anybody, So when we get to the deal breakers, and some of us will see things that are deal breakers for us,
right.
But because we are lonely, we will overlook the deal breaker and we'll give that person a chance because we, in our mind, well, that's just one thing. But if that one thing is something that you're passionate about, you may need to go ahead and move on, because if they already showing you that they doing stuff that you don't like, then you might need to move on. So we done got to the dating part. We done dated. We done met. We done dated. We done asked all the right questions. So now you done met your person. And it's time to go on the first date. And this is what my guys, my co-hosts, this is what they originally wanted this to be about. Hey, Sherry. This is what they originally wanted this to be about, was what is your ideal date? So what is your ideal first date? What are some things? What would you look for, man or woman? We want everybody to talk. Anybody said a woman is discreet, very discreet. But what is your ideal date? So what is something that after your date is over with that you will never forget? What would make you never forget your first date?
Something just simple. Just something simple. We got Sarah says that diseases are real
they
too.
Real.
Stay with one person.
I agree.
Yeah, but something that's memorable. It could be just a basic conversation, because I'm real big on conversation. And if you can't have a simple conversation with someone, I mean, you are doomed. Your relationship is doomed. I mean, just a basic conversation. I've had conversations with people and had a ball. We didn't do anything but sit there and talk. And I mean, I just felt some type of way.
Right.
So for me, an ideal date is just being able to sync with someone,
right,
and be on the same level, the same page, and be able to talk about just the basic things, and we both be able to engage in that conversation. It's not a one-sided conversation.
For me, the date will have to be an enjoyment. And when I say enjoyment, I'm saying like I'm feeling you on what you saying too, Mix. Like, you know, being able to sync with somebody. But when I say enjoyment, I mean like it's just a good environment. You vibing. You know what I'm saying? You really getting to know each other. It ain't none of that half-ass. And when I say enjoyment, that's a lot of different levels. You know what I'm saying? I want when I go on a date with somebody, the enjoyment level is so real to the point that they may catch themselves later on, 2-3 days later, laughing at something I said, and folks looking at them like, "What the hell wrong with you?" You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People have got away from enjoying things.
Right.
It's always about what you can do for me, what can I do for you. See, we jump over enjoyment because one thing that we must understand. You have to enjoy what you do for it to work for you. That's just like if you at a job and you don't enjoy this job, you're not going to do a good job at this job because you don't enjoy it. But if you got, it could be the simplest job and you can enjoy the hell out of it. You happy to go to work every day. It's kind of hard to tick you out because you enjoy what you do. And you got to understand when people see your enjoyment, they will actually try to flip mode your joy. That's why I say don't let anybody steal your joy, man. You know what I'm saying? Because once you lose your joy, then your positivity level has shrunk. You know what I'm saying? And once that negative, when you get that negative feeling, then everything about this job is jacked up now. You know what I'm saying? You got to enjoy what you got going on.
Trina Townsend said that something that I can't do for myself, that will be one of her ideal dates. And Sierra said a person's manners and people that they can vibe with. And Jackie said someone that they can vibe with and make a connection. Ruth says just being respectful and understanding the boundaries.
Right, that enjoyment. That's
yeah,
what that
it's
is.
just I guess it's across the board that as long as you can make me laugh, I'm not a flowers kind of girl. Cause I kill them, so ain't no sense in
She kills y'all. She kills them.
You bring me flowers, they gonna die. I'm praying every day over a plant that was my mama's, and I every day I get a green leaf, I shout, cause I'm not a flowers type of person. I can't keep them alive. So you bring me flowers, I'm gonna do the whole little that was so sweet. But I can tell you now, it's gonna be dead in 2 days. So don't bring no flowers.
2 days, you don't even give them a week.
I can't keep them alive. They die.
Her name is the flower killer.
Right. So I can't do flowers. As long as I'm laughing, vibing, music. I'm a music person. Music soothes the soul, they say. So if you playing some good music and we can talk over the music and still listen to it, and we don't even have to go. We don't even have to go out on a you know, we don't have to go on a date. We can just sit somewhere and listen to music and talk, and I'm okay with that. I guess, so what, like for y'all, what is something, because you see on the movies where they do you gotta dress up, they take you to the most expensive restaurant.
I know, right?
Flowers, candy, limousines, the whole nine, and they don't even get along. Somebody ready to walk out on the date 10 minutes in. So it really don't take all of that. That's just like after you get with somebody, date night don't have to be expensive.
No, I don't.
Date night can be just sitting on the couch watching a movie together, eating popcorn, and just being with your person. That's a good date night for me. That's not, I don't have to go, you don't have to take me to, I don't like eating a lot of food anyway. So you don't always have to feed me to make me happy. We can just vibe, like they say, vibe. Turn on the music and just.
So if I took you out and just bought you some cotton candy, you good?
As long as, if I like you, if I like you, and we done already had, like a little date. If you take me and buy cotton candy and I like you and the conversation was good, we can sit in the car, eat cotton candy, and I'll be fine. I would be okay with that. Not every woman is gonna be okay with that, but that would be fine for me. I wouldn't be.
But you know, everybody got something they enjoy.
Right.
Yeah,
Everybody different.
Yeah, just whatever you enjoy. I mean, it's nice to go on nice dates like that where you go eat and at a nice restaurant and then you bring your leftovers home. But when you get home, you still gonna get out your clothes, put on your pajamas, and you're gonna end up doing what you could have done from the beginning and saved yourself $100.
Is being comfortable, and enjoying the presence of the person that I'm with.
Right.
It ain't got to be nothing fancy. Just
someone says bring back simple dates.
Right.
And it's not about what someone can do for you. It's how someone can make you feel.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
True.
And just understand that in relationships, you're not gonna get along every day.
I know, right?
You're
I need
all this fantasy. Yeah, everybody needs some time to themselves. They need some girl time, guy time, and sometimes you just need some time for you. Just getting my hair done is my me time. When I used to get my nails done, that was my me time. That was the time that I took to just reflect on what I gotta do, what I done. How I can be better. My godmother says good conversation and respect. You right. That's it. That's all it takes.
And another thing you had to realize, because I'm learning this, be considerate of your person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And what I mean by that, man, it's been on several, and I fought myself for that. It's been with me on several occasions where you didn't take in consideration what your partner was going through at that time. And a lot of times we'll jump out there and just say, hey, this is what I want to do. But we don't check with our partner, or we don't check with our person and be like, hey, you feel like it? And I'm learning that now. You know what I'm saying? But before, I didn't ever think about that. But as you get older, as you get mature, as you get with that person that can help you, that y'all can help each other to grow.
Right.
The more growth you have between y'all, the better you understand stuff. So, if you with somebody and the growth is a problem, then that ain't who you might need to be with. Because the whole thing is, when you're dealing with somebody, for both of you all to grow and evolve. And if you don't accept that growth, you can never evolve. You know what I'm saying? So we know without no evolution, there's no, you don't get magnified. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to think about it. A lot of times we get excited or we get overwhelmed and we forget that our person has, you know what I'm saying? Our person have things that they going through that you might need to pay attention to what they going through instead of what you want.
Right.
Hey, Ruth says, don't be a Jones when you a Jim. Sierra says relationships aren't always 50-50.
Right.
It's times where you might be 80% and your partner is the other 20%, and vice versa. It's called teamwork. That's great advice, everybody. Great advice.
It's all about balance. You know what I'm saying?
Communication.
Yeah, you got to balance.
Communication.
You might have, your attitude might be messed up, but I might be one of them people that can handle the situation at that time. Or I might be a hothead and you know how to calm the situation. It's all about balance. If you don't recognize your balance in your mate, and if y'all can't balance each other, the relationship is gonna be unbalanced.
You can't have two hotheads. You can't have a hothead male and a hothead female because neither one of you will be able to resolve a situation that could become deadly.
Because if we thirsty, if we both thirsty, 2 cups of ice ain't gonna kill that thirst. You gonna have to wait till that ice melt. You know what I'm saying?
What you said.
Somebody gotta pour something on that ice, and somebody, you know what I'm saying? So it's just. You just got to think about
keep outside people out of your relationship.
You definitely
what's going on in your house is your business.
Exactly.
Your best friend, your mama, your sister, brother, daddy, none of them should know what's going on in your household. Because guess what? At the end of the day, everybody gonna tell you what they would do if it was them. And then when you and your mate ain't together no more, well, what happened? You happened. I listened to you, and now she done went on, or he done went on about his business because I kept coming to you, and you kept giving me bad advice, and now she don't want to hear me no more. He don't want to hear me no more. It's over with.
Stop taking advice from people who don't have advice.
I mean, you can't ask. I mean, if you're a married couple, let's just say, for example, and you ask someone that's been single for 12 years about advice about your marriage,
you gonna get single. You gonna get a single answer.
Yeah,
girl, I've been single my whole life. I wouldn't be putting up with that. Everybody puts up with something. Understand me when I say every relationship you put, everybody that you see happy now, they ain't always been happy.
Right.
Somebody both people had to put up with something to get to that happy place. So you might, where Mix and his old lady might be, they might argue over bread today. That's nobody's business but Mix and his old lady, because tomorrow Mix old lady, they gonna wake up and they gonna be okay after they done argued over bread.
I'm gonna forget about it.
Yeah, and see, where Gage and his old lady might argue over the car. You know, whatever. Everybody, you're gonna argue, and you're gonna argue sometimes over stupid stuff, sometimes over money, sometimes it's always gonna be an argument over something sooner or later in your relationship, but it's nobody's business.
Yeah. I just want to say for everybody that's participating, we thank you all.
Yeah, we do.
We ask for your support by sending us stars. Send us some stars to show us your support, and that helps us to provide a better show for you all. And it doesn't take but a moment, and anything that you send, it'd be great. We really hope that you do support us with your stars. But we are loving this input and this feedback that we're getting.
And anybody said one thing she's going to do is give positive advice, whether whoever feelings get hurt, don't ask her. So, yeah, and that's encourage your mate. Even when they done made you mad and you want to take your hand and put it around their throat, you still got to encourage them. You don't know what they might be going through at that moment when they getting on your nerves. You know, after we done went out here and worked all day, it could be something simple that make you want to come home and snap off. Because that's a person, when you get home, you bring all that energy home with you. Yeah. So everybody should give each other a little time when they get home to just hoosah.
Yeah.
Let me hoosah for a minute. Then ask me how was my day. Because if I come through the door and I'm already mad from coming from work, and you ask me how was my day, we finna get into it. Because I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to have to tell you about what Sally did. Then if you don't say what I think you should say, I'm going to give it to you. Everybody can get it when I first get home from work. So give me a minute to go, hoosah, take a shower, put on my pajamas, then come together. Don't come straight through the door. And especially if they looking mad, you already know they upset. So why would you want to add to that? Just come in, give them time to get themselves together, and let them come to you sometimes so that you know they ready to talk. Because sometimes we try to force our mate to talk, and that's not what they want to do right then. Right. So you got to give them time to sit back and think about what's going to happen and decompress. That's the word I was trying to get. Decompress. Anybody said, right, go on in the next room or living room. You better be in the bed at bedtime. I don't care how mad you are. I know, anybody, you should never go to bed mad. Don't go to bed mad.
Sarah said that practice what you preach. When you're in a relationship, if you're preaching it, make sure you practice it.
That's it.
And Ruth says that that a relationship should be 100 on both sides. So when your significant other may fall short, you can pick it up with stride and keep on trucking.
That's it. And don't talk about it later. I mean, so what? I had to give you $100 on the mortgage or the rent or whatever this month. That's what we did. That's what we needed to do to make it work. Right. So you ain't gonna hear about it next month. I ain't gonna tell you, well, you got to pay $100 more because remember last month I paid that $100. So that's gonna start a confusion and argument off the top. Right. You know, that's gonna be. Anybody said, right? What?
Who the what?
One thing I'm gonna do. When I be trying to read these comments, honey, I don't be knowing. I'm gonna have to come back. Really? Now, y'all, we had a question last week, and I forgot about it. One of the viewers wrote in I guess, doing the podcast, but I didn't see the question until afterward. And she wanted to know, how many people can you date at one time? You can date as many people as you want to. When you decide who your person is going to be, that's when you got to cut everybody else off.
But let me cut you off on that. If you are going to indulge in that, make sure each person that you dealing with, you let them know, you ain't the only person I'm talking to. That way you give them a choice to see if they want to talk to you.
And we talking about just talking. When you start throwing sex and all that into that,
that's a whole different level.
My pop said, hang on by a thread, but you getting in the bed. You at the end of the night, you getting in the bed. So if you gotta give I lost my train of thought.
Yeah. I mean, just like you want folks to let you know.
Yeah, let them know.
Definitely. You have to let them know. What you got going on also. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if I know I'm dating other people and you ain't somebody I'm just really finna just kick it with kick it, I'm gonna let you know, hey, you know, I'm just gonna let you know, I got other folks I'm hanging out with. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best thing to do, because then you don't give anybody no false hope that they them. You know what I'm saying? They it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be considerate on both sides of the fence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want people to treat, respect, and give you a choice. Do the same for that person.
It's all about the definition of dating. And like I said, dating, not dated or date. It's dating. In my opinion, that's more than
one person.
You know, more than one. You dating. That means you out there. You seeing what's out there. You're exploring. You know what I'm saying? You gather. The dating is gathering information about an individual.
Okay.
To see if that's the individual you want to make your mate or your significant other. So if you're out there dating, yes. You meet a young lady, hey, yes, ma'am. I'm dating. I'm not committed to one individual. I'm just trying to see, find the right one. And then she in return said, I'm doing the same thing. I'm seeing a few guys, and I'm not a whore. I'm just out there just trying to, get to know somebody, and so I can see if I find the right one.
Right.
And so I'm not a man whore. You're not a whore. We just out here dating, and we've learned something about one another. You know what I'm saying? That we can be upfront and truthful to each other. So that might open the door to where you might decide that individual is the one for you.
Dating takes sex out of the equation. If you're dating, you are not sexually active. When you become sexually active, you become something totally different. It's not dating anymore. Now y'all kicking it. Now y'all kicking it. And so with that being said, is it okay to have sex on the first date? What is that?
Sex on the first date?
If you have sex, what is that?
That's a fling. That's a one-night stand or a two-night stand or maybe a 15-night stand.
So you wouldn't date someone that you have sex with on the first date?
Well, I wouldn't have sex on the first date. I've never had sex on the first date.
Okay, man.
So, maybe the second date. But never on the first date. I've never in my life that I can remember.
But that's still too soon, don't you think?
Have sex on the first date.
That's still soon.
Because if I'm dating someone and I'm looking for a girlfriend, I want something that's going to be solid.
Right.
And if you give me some that quick and that early, how do I know when I'm at work or attending school and you at home and you not giving it to the plumber or the pool guy? I'm just saying.
Boy, these boys. What about you? What's your take on that?
This is my take on it.
Oh.
And it's finna get serious.
You get serious? Hey, I was serious too.
We both grown.
Then a heart attack.
We both grown.
We both grown.
So if sex happens on the first night, two things gonna have to happen. We gonna both want it, and if we both want it and we do it, then past that, I have no right to look at you any type of way. and you have no right to me.
grown.
You know what I'm saying? I have no right to look at you any type of way. Just because a woman, because you got people out here that, you know, sex on the first date, that's a given to them. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying though. If you grown and that's what y'all do, that's on y'all.
That's on y'all.
That's on y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that is because you can't tell me two people who want the same thing ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
All depends on your intentions on that day.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, if I ain't nowhere near like, I'm gonna go on this first date and I'm gonna smash.
Right.
If that ain't what I'm thinking,
And it happens. And
you make that first move, that's what you want. Shit. What it do, homie? No. But I don't. I mean, I just feel like it's whatever y'all feel. If it's y'all dating, that's what y'all want to do. Just understand. After that happen, you can't be sitting back talking about, I wonder who she with tonight, or just say this pops off and it lasts, and we together now. Just say we becoming a relationship after this. That first night she said, well, I'm gonna go out with the girls. You can't be talking about, oh man, she finna go out and fuck something. You know what I'm saying? You can't think like that. But if that's where your mind at, that's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? But if you gonna feel like that, then you don't need to continue. If it's gonna be just y'all kicking it, then y'all need to kick it. Y'all don't need to try to get in a relationship. Y'all don't need to make him your dude or her your girl. Especially if it happened that fast, you gonna already have doubt. It's gonna feel good for the moment. And it make sure you protect yourself too. But I'm just saying, it's good for the moment.
Right.
But what is gonna do for y'all long term? You know what I'm saying? How is that gonna affect you 2 months from now when you call my phone and because I'm at home sleep or something, you automatically gonna think, oh, he must be, he slept with me on the first night. How I know he, you know what I'm saying? Don't be judgmental from what you did. You know what I'm saying?
Sarah said sex is not everything.
It's not. It should be the least. At our ages now, it should be the least important thing that you worried about at this point. But with all of this being said, and anybody says she probably whipped it on him if he's already thinking like that, that's dangerous.
For sure.
So with that being said, y'all, just when you dating, just be cautious, be safe, be intentional. Tarina said it isn't a right or wrong. Let's grown folks be grown folks. Some folks are just promiscuous, right? So just be intentional, be safe, be aware of who. I like to have a little background on the person that I sleep with or whatever, but we just be intentional. Be intentional. Be safe. Be aware. Make sure that the person, because you know every time you sleep with somebody that's soul tied, you done slept with the person. Everybody they done slept with everybody you done slept with. So you and once you add them to the chain, now there's always gonna be a piece of you with that person. So just be intentional when you're dating. Be looking for somebody that's gonna make you happy, somebody you can build with, somebody that you can argue with, but you can make up with them, and y'all can forget about the argument.
All I'm gonna say is, if you're gonna go on a date, whatever the situation is on that date, all I'm gonna say is make sure both of y'all cool with the decision.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Whatever we decide to do on our first date, that's our business.
That's right.
And make sure this is the decision, because we all know if you make a decision and you regret that decision later, that wasn't the decision you supposed to make.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, no matter what you doing, whatever you decide to do,
whatever you decide,
be prepared for the consequences behind it.
Amen.
Okay, y'all, that's gonna wrap it up for tonight. We got to do our affirmations before we close it out. We want to thank everybody everybody that's on all 3 pages for tuning in. Most of y'all been tuning in every week. So we thank y'all for that. We still doing our little contest. We trying to see, so whoever's got the most stars, butterflies, smiley faces, we still gonna do a drawing right before Christmas time for a free In the Mix t-shirt. We actually have some, and I meant to show them. Next week we'll show you what the shirts look like. But at this point, we're going to do the affirmations. I affirm the men, and the guys, they affirm the women. So my affirmation I got offline today, and it says, Black man, your future is in your hands. You hold the power to shape your path no matter what you've been through. So just remember that whatever you decide, you hold the power to change. You change your atmosphere. When you walk in the room, you should demand attention. You should demand respect. Everything, all positive things you should demand when you walk in a building. When you, whatever you choose to do in your future, it should be something that you hold the power to shape it. That's what this says. You hold the power to shape your path.
All right.
Yes.
For the ladies, I'm going to try to be quick and brief. Affirmation. The topic of this affirmation is emotions. Before you react to any situation, do not respond with emotion. Pause for 5-10 seconds, then respond, because emotions make you make decisions or it clouds your judgment to give that appropriate response to that situation. So if you have an issue, whether you're angry, whether you're happy, whether you're sad, before you respond to a situation or even a question, you need to pause for a few seconds and give your mind time to catch up. So, because if I come to you and say, will you marry me? And you get caught up in a moment, you say yes, but you really hadn't given any thought. Now you got to sit back and backtrack and like, oh my God, I really didn't mean to say that because I responded through emotion. Pause for a few seconds. If you're angry and someone confronts you in the streets, do not react with that anger. Pause for a few seconds so your mind can give you the right response to that situation. That's all I say. Just respond with caution to any situation.
So the church I go to, New Life Ministries in Union City, Tennessee, they teach us that don't make a permanent decision on a temporary emotion. So basically that's what Mitch just said. Stop making decisions when you're angry.
I know, right?
Sit back, take a minute, and we all do it. So don't make a permanent decision on a temporary emotion.
Hey, Sierra said, y'all on point for sure.
my beautiful women, my peoples, my everybody. This is an affirmation I really want you to take thought in. Don't let your thoughts be your downfall. Let me explain that. Just because we feel like people are thinking this way about us, are they really thinking this way about us, or is it me thinking this way? So don't let your thoughts be your downfall, because a lot of times we think one way and our thoughts think another. So just because a person looking at you funny don't mean they looking at you like they think you all that, or they could just be saying, okay, I like her self-confidence or something like that. All I'm saying is your thoughts can overtake your mind. So be mindful of your thoughts.
Y'all, that's going to do it for tonight. Hey, BF, I'm see you just coming in, tuning in.
Yep.
You got something else, Mitch?
I got one quick thing. I want to do a quick memoriam to a brother that we lost a couple of days ago. Brother, past master Willie Moore passed away a few days ago. He was a mentor. He was a friend. He was a brother. He was one of my instructors at Lane College, and he passed away suddenly. And I just want to send out shouts to his family and prayers to his family. And I just hope that the Lord has blessed his soul to reach him up there in the sky.
Tune in next week at In the Mix podcast, where your hosts are Calandra, Chris,
Hey.
and Gage.
What
In
it
the
do?
mix.
See y'all later. Thank
All right,
y'all.
have a good day. Appreciate you tuning in.